Hi, my name is Martin Orlando. Welcome to my hobby YouTube channel. Today I have the first 24 single picture sleeve 45s that did not make those yearly charts. And these are in alphabetical order. My first one here is Aha, and this was the song Take On Me. This was number 25 for 1985. The backside of this record was Love Is Reason. Take On Me by Aha. The next picture sleeve is Air Supply, Making Love Out of Nothing at All. This was by Arista Records. And the backside, Late Again, was a live version, written by Graham Russell. Jim Steinman wrote the song Making Love Out of Nothing at All. Up next is Arcadia. This was the song Election Day. These were members of the group Duran Duran. They took a more darker side to music. Election Day by Arcadia. This was on Capitol Records. The backside was like an instrumental version. She's moody and gray, she's mean and she's restless. Part of the song. That's Arcadia and Election Day. Up next, Somebody by Bryan Adams. The backside of the record was Long Gone and Somebody by Bryan Adams. Bob Clearmountain. Jim Vallance was the other person that wrote this song with Bryan Adams. And that's Somebody. Next, I have Ashford and Simpson and Solid. This was on Capitol Records. Ashford and Simpson wrote a lot of hit songs, a lot of Motown. The backside had a dub version, which is like an instrumental with a little more percussion. And that was Solid by Ashford and Simpson. Next, I have the group Asia and Heat of the Moment. This was on Geffen Records. Heat of the Moment. The backside had the song Ride Easy. Next, I have the Beastie Boys. Now, this is not quite a picture sleeve, but it had the name of the record company, Def Jam Recordings. And it kind of looks like a picture sleeve. A tone arm of a record player there. You Got a Right for Your Right to Party. That was the Beastie Boys. The backside had a song called Paul Revere. Up next, I have the group Boston and Amanda. This one had the words on the back of the sleeve. Tom Schultz, the lead singer of Boston. Amanda. And the B-side or the backside, My Destination. Up next, I have David Bowie and China Girl. The backside of this one had a song called Shake It. And this is Emmy America. That's the name of the record label. And there's China Girl by David Bowie. Nile Rodgers from Earth, Wind and Fire helped with a lot of the backing vocals on that song. Up next I have Hit That Perfect Beat by Bronski Beat. And there it is, Bronski Beat, and this is the back side. I Gave You Everything. And the front side, Hit That Perfect Beat. This was from their LP, Forbidden Fruit. Recorded in England. That's Hit That Perfect Beat by Bronski Beat. Next, I have the group called Breakfast Club and Right on Track. Not much on the back of that one. Jimmy Iovine was the producer. Right on Track. Stephen Bray, who also did some songs for Madonna, was the lead singer of this group, The Breakfast Club. This was remixed by Jelly Bean, who did some stuff with Madonna also. Right on Track. There's two versions on this one. There was a local mix and just a regular mix, the original version. And that's The Breakfast Club and Right on Track. Up next, I got Pat Benatar and Shadows of the Night. Backside looks the same. We have the back, Shadows of the Night. And then the backside, The Victim. Songs written by most of the band members. And that's Pat Benatar, and this was on Chrysalis Records. Up next is the group Cameo and the song Candy. This was on Atlanta Artists Records. And the song She's Strange. This was a division of Polygram Records. That's the group Cameo and Candy. All right, up next I have Peter Cetera with Amy Grant, The Next Time I Fall. Produced by Michael Omartian, who produced a lot of Chicago songs too, along with Christopher Cross. This one was written by Caldwell and Gordon. The backside of this record was Holy Moly, written by Peter Cetera. That was The Next Time I Fall by Peter Cetera with Amy Grant. Phil Collins and Take Me Home. That's the next picture sleeve here. This was on Atlantic Records. And the backside, Only You Know and I Know. Up next, the group Chicago, Hard Habit to Break. This was on Warner Brothers Records. This one was produced by David Foster. The backside, Remember the Feeling. Peter Cetera wrote that with Bob Chaplin, two members of Chicago. That's Hard Habit to Break by Chicago. Next, I showed you this one way back a couple years ago. This is Higher and Higher, Your Love Has Lifted Me Up. That's Rita Coolidge. The backside of this record, Who's to Bless and Who's to Blame. This was done on A&M Records. Your Love Has Lifted Me Higher and Higher. This was a song that Jackie, forgot his last name, but Jackie Wilson, my bad. Your Love Has Lifted Me Higher and Higher. Up next, I have the group Cock Robin, When Your Heart Is Weak. 4 members of this band. When Your Heart Is Weak. This was a Not For Sale record. It was a DJ's record. That's why it says demonstration, not for sale. Both sides were the same. That's Cock Robin, When Your Heart Is Weak. Really cool picture sleeve on that one. Here's another cool picture sleeve. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Wasted on the Way. Crosby with his kitty cat, Stills, and Nash. This was from their album Daylight Again. And this was also from Atlantic Records. Wasted on the Way. Backside had that song Delta on it, which was another big hit for them. That's Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Wasted on the Way. Up next, I have the California Raisins. I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Lead vocals were done by Buddy Miles on that song, and lead vocals by Ellis Hall for You Can't Hurry Love. Two Motown big hits back in the 60s. The California Raisins, and I Heard It Through the Grapevine. And here's the group Cinderella, Coming Home. This was on Mercury Records. The backside, Take Me Back. And Coming Home, album version. That's Cinderella and Coming Home. Up next, I have the Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town. The backside had a song called Test Tape Number 3. This is on Reprise Records, a division of Warner Brothers Records. Life in a Northern Town. That's the Dream Academy. Up next, two songs by Duran Duran. New Moon on Monday. Capitol Records. The backside had an instrumental called Tiger Tiger. New Moon on Monday by Duran Duran. This was from their album Seven and the Ragged Tiger. And from Duran Duran, Save a Prayer. The backside had an arena version of Save a Prayer. Then over here I got this record purifier. When the record is on the record player, this record purifier cleans the record as it goes through. Helps keep my records clean as much as possible, but most record stores clean your records when you purchase them. Alright, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.